Okay. Okay. Then. So we started group by. So the purpose of group by is grouping the rows. Then. So calculate. So what it is asking is department-wise total salary. So to calculate department-wise total salary, first group the records based on department number. You written query like this. If you read query like this, first Oracle executes what from class. It goes to the table. This is the actual table. After going to the EMP table, then it group the records based on department wise. Grouping the rows based on department wise means 10th department becomes one group, 20 becomes one group, 30 becomes one group. So how many groups are created? 3 groups. Next, select. Next, what it executes is select. Now select will select from each group. What it selects from each group? From each group, it selects what? Department number and sum salary. So it go to this group, from this group selects department number. What is that is 10, sum salary. What are the sum salaries? 8,000. And go to this group, selects department number, that is 20, calculate sum salary, 7,000. Okay, that. So select will not select from each row, select will select from each group. So it go to this group, from this group selects department number and calculates total salary. That's how. So this is execution, how this query is executed. Next, suppose I'm asking display job wise number of employees. Okay, job wise number of employees. So I want to calculate job wise number of employees. Now to calculate job wise number of employees, grouping is based on what? Job. Group the records based on job. Now, so for example, okay, then for example, I write like this: select counts are from EMP. Now this counts are is calculated from counts are. This counts are is calculated from old table. It calculates this counts are from old table. Total how many employees are there? 15. But it's not asking the total number of employees. It's asking what? Job wise number of employees. To calculate job wise number of employees, then So from EMP, then apply these counts are on each job, not on the whole table. Apply these counts are on each job. Then what? Group by what's that? Job. Group by job. So grouping the records based on what? Job. So when you group the records based on job, then so clerk becomes what? One group. Manager becomes one group. Salesman becomes one group. For each group, it calculates what? Count star. Then, so this is 4. So maybe number of this 4. What is this 4? Count. So which job count is 4? We don't know. Okay, you are showing the count, but you are not showing the job. Why it is not showing the job? Why it is not showing the job? Because we are not selecting. We are not selecting. I want to see the job also. Then select the job also. Select job comma counts are from EMP. Group by what? Job. Okay. So in the output, it will show the job also. Okay. Now see this. So clerks. This count 4 is what? Clerks. So how many employees working as clerk? 4. How many employees working as salesman? 4. So this is showing job wise count. Okay. Then. Okay. So the previous one is calculating department wise total. Now this is calculating job wise count. So if you want to calculate min, max, sum, average count per particular field wise, then use what? Group by. So I'll ask, suppose like display year wise number of employees. Display year wise number of employees joined. Then display year wise number of employees joined. Okay, you see this here. Employees join date. Actual table contains join date. But what is asking is, but these employees joined in 80s, 81, 82, 83. I want to calculate how many are joined in 80s, how many joined in 81, how many joined in 82, how many joined in 83. Then group by, not height date. This is height date. This is height date. This is height date. But is not asking date wise. Is not asking to group. Is not asking to calculate date wise how many join. Is asking year wise how many join. Sir, here date means date consists of 3. Day, month, year. But is asking only year wise. Then what we have to See that. Select what? Year wise. How to get the year from date? To char. Listen. To char. Hide date YYY as year. What do you want to calculate? Count from EMP. Group by what? Year. Can we use year? No. 2 underscore char. Next one, hide date YYY. So grouping is based on year. So what happens is 80 becomes one group, 81 becomes one group, 82 becomes one group, 83 becomes one. And for each group, it will count to what? Number of employees. That's all. How many joined in 81? 10. 82, 1. 81, 82, 1. Sir, one second. It is not sorted. Then it's not sorted. I want to sort. If you want to sort, then what you do? Order by. Order by. Okay. Then can I say order by what? Order by? Order by? Order by year is possible. Sorting, I want to sort based on year wise. First, I want to show 80, next 81, next 82, 83. Order by year, ascending. Yes or no? Then, once again, can we use year? Can we use year? What is year? What is this year? What is this year? Elias. Can we use Elias in group by? Let's see. Test. What is this gives? Error. What it is saying? Year is invalid identified. What is the reason? So this Elias cannot be used in group by. What is the reason? One second. See this. Here, order of execution. You see the order of execution. First, which one is executed? From where? Group by. Having select order by. So where you declare the Elias? See that. Where you declare the Elias? Select. You declare the Elias in select. Where you are using the Elias? Group by. You declared in select, it is used in group by. But group by and select, which is executed first, which is executed first, group by is executed first, select is executed next. So listen this carefully. Okay, na? Then Elias declared in select, Elias used in group by. But in execution, which is executed first, group by is executed first, select is executed next. At the time of executing group by, Oracle don't know what is year, because year is declared in select, but select is executed after group by. Understood or not? That's why what this is giving, this gives what? Error. Okay. So Elias cannot be used in group by class because group by is executed before select. Sir, in programming languages, first declare the variable, then use the variable. Yes or no? First, can we use the variable first, later declare the variable? No. So here also, first declare the Elias, then use the Elias. But here what's happening? First you are using the Elias, after that you are declaring the Elias. That is not possible. So that's why it gives what, sir? Error. You cannot use this Elias in group by class. Okay, na? Then if you want to use year, again you have to write what, sir? Again you have to write to char. To char, what? I did next what? YYY. YYY. Okay? Then next, can we use Elias in order by? Can we use the Elias in order by? Yes or no? So where you declare the Elias, select. Where you are using the Elias, order by. So select and order by, which is executed first, Select is executed first, order by is executed next. So while executing this order by, is Oracle knows what is year? Yes, because year is declared in select. First it executes select, next it executes order by. So alias can be used in only order by clause. Okay, now then. So let me execute this query. Now this query, what this query gives year wise number of employees. This is null. If you don't want to see this, where hide date is null, because one of the employee hide date is what? Null. One row deleted. Then now run this query and see that what it is calculating year wise number of employees. Okay, then. So what is the output? 1980 is what? 1. Next 1981 10. 1982 what? 2. 1983 1. Okay, and so column alias cannot be used in what? Group by clause, because group by clause executes before select. Oh, this is Oracle class. Okay, okay. Then next, another point, column alias can be used in order by clause, because order by is executed after select. So because order by is executed after select. So group by what? Year. This is what? Invalid. Order by year. This is what? Valid. Group by year is invalid. Order by year is valid. So if I ask day wise, I ask day wise, then Sunday how many? Monday how many? Tuesday how many? Then what? Here instead of what is the format? DAY. DAY. So if you say group by 2 cat DAY, so grouping is based on what? Day of the week. Sunday becomes one group. Monday becomes one group. Tuesday becomes one group. Okay, na? So grouping is based on what? Day. Got it? Then. Now, suppose a question is like this. Okay, then. So then, suppose I'll ask what? So I'll ask like month-wise number of employees joined in number of employees, month-wise number of employees. Okay, month-wise number of employees in year 1981. Then display month-wise number of employees in year 1981. Then what? Month-wise. How many joined in January, Feb, March, like that? Now, grouping is based on what? Month. But not all the years, only 1981. Then what? Where condition. Okay, just see this. Just see. Suppose I'm asking month wise 2 char, next one height date, next one what? Month. Just say month as month. Then next one count star from EMP. Next one group by what? Month. Group by is what? Month. 2 char. Next one height date. Next what? Month. But this is grouping is based on what? Month. But it will consider the whole table. It will consider what? Whole table. Okay. Then, so what are sent to group by? What are sent to group by? All 14 employees are sent to group by. Sir, which rows are sent to group by? From EMP table, all 14 rows are sent to group by. But he is not interested in all the employees. He is interested in only 1981. Then which rows you send to group by? Who are joined in 1981. Send only that rows to the group by. Don't send all the rows to the group by. Send only who are joined in 1981. Then what? Apply the where condition. So where you have to write the where condition? Where you have to write the where condition? See, when you get a confusion, where have to write? So just go and see the syntax. Just go and see the syntax. This is the syntax. Select columns from table name. Next one, where condition. Next what? Group by. That means where you have to write the where condition? You have to write the where condition after from. After from. Then what? See, after from, here you write the where condition. What is the where condition? Year should be 1981. You can write this condition in 3 ways. What are the 3 ways? One using between, one using like, one using 2 char. One using between, one using like, one using 2 char. So I'm using 2 char. But anything is okay. 2 char. What? Height date, what's that? YYY equals to 1981. So what is this query gives? This query gives all the employees. So who are joined in what? 1981. Now, which rows are sent to group by? Which rows are sent to group by? Only the employees joined in 1981. If this where condition is not there, so if the where condition is not there, which are sent to group by? All 14 employees are sent to group by. Okay, na? Now, so now how it is executed? First it goes to what? First Oracle goes to EMP table. from EMP table. So who are selected, who are joined in 1981. So there are 10 employees joined in 1981. So this where condition will select 10 rows, and the 10 rows are sent to what? Group by, and group by will group the records based on what? Month wise. Okay. So how many rows are sent to group by? 10 rows. Because how many rows satisfying this condition? 10 rows. The 10 rows are sent to group by, and group by will group the records based on what? Month wise. Then January becomes what? One group. Feb becomes one group. March becomes one group. And for each group, what it will calculate? For each group, it calculates what? Number of employees. Okay. Then now let's see. So this gives what? And December month, what's that? 2. September month 2. April 1. November, June, February, May. But it's not sorted. Okay, na? You want to sort. Then order by. Understood? So in this, like we can also apply the where condition. Because I didn't want complete table. I want only specific rows. Okay, then. Next. Okay, now then. So how to apply the where conditions in group by queries? Okay, next. Another question is like a question is like this. What is asking is find the departments having more than 3 employees. So he's asking find the departments having more than 3 employees. So I want to find in which departments are having more than 3 employees. What? Can I find the departments having more than 3 employees? Then what? What is select what? Which departments are having more than 3 employees? Then select what? Department wise bars. See this. Select department wise what? Count from EMP. Group by what? Department number. Department wise count. But he's not asking all the departments. He's asking the departments having more than 3 employees. Then what? Where? Select 1 second. Just see. Department number. Next one. Counts are from EMP group by department number. This query gives all the departments and their count. but user is not interested in all, is interested in only the departments having more than 3 employees. Then where? What is the where condition? Where what? Where counts are should be greater than 3. Counts are should be greater than 3. Let's see. Count greater than 3. So let me run this. Okay, na? What this gives? Group function is not allowed here. Group function is not allowed here. Sir, see this. In the last class, like we discussed at one point, group functions are not allowed in what? Where class? They're allowed in only in select comma what? Having classes. So this is not allowed. Max is a group function. It is not allowed in where class. And counts are equal to 3. This is also group function. It's not allowed in where class. So these two queries gives what, sir? Error. They're not allowed in where class. But you are calling this function where class. So this gives what? Error. So first, once again, listen this. Okay. Sir, actually, why it is not allowed in where class? Listen this. Actually, Oracle calculates department-wise count. It's calculating the department-wise count. Yes or no? Oracle calculate the department-wise count after group by now, before group by now. Listen, forget about where class, etc. Forget about that rule. Oracle calculates department-wise count after group by now, before group by now. After group by. To calculate department-wise count, grouping is required now. Yes or no? So Oracle calculates department-wise count after group by. It cannot calculate department-wise count before group by. Understood or not? Sir, once again, just see this here. See, actual table is this. E-name, salary, what's that? Department number from EMP. If data is like this, it cannot calculate department-wise count. Understood now? If data is like this, bars, actual table is data is like this. If data is like this, it cannot calculate department-wise count. So to calculate department-wise count, data must be like this. One second. So what is then? The data must be like this. To calculate department-wise count, so data must be like this. What? Select department number, e-name from EMP, order by department number ascending. So the data must be like this. If data is like this, it can calculate what's the department-wise count. If data is like this, it cannot calculate department-wise count. To calculate department-wise count, data must be like this. What this is? This is what? Grouping. Grouping the rows based on what? Department-wise. Understood? Then, so to calculate department-wise count, grouping is required or not? Yes. That means it calculates this department-wise count after group by now, before group by now. After group by. But you are applying this condition what? Before group by. That's why it is giving error. It cannot calculate department-wise count before group by. It can calculate department-wise after group by. So don't apply this condition before group by. Apply this condition what? After group by. To apply the condition after group by, use having clause. Use what? Having clause. To apply the conditions before group by, use where clause. To apply the conditions after group by, use what? Having clause. So what this command gives? This command gives error. So what the reason is? Then Oracle cannot calculate department-wise count before group by, and it can calculate only after group by. Okay, It can calculate only after group by. So apply the condition. Apply the condition counts are greater than 3 after group by using what? Having clause. Mhm. Okay. So understood then. Now, so why this command is giving error? Because department wise count greater than 3. But Oracle cannot calculate department wise count before group by. It can calculate only after group by. So you have to apply this condition what? After group by. How to apply the conditions after group by? Using having clause. Using having clause. So then remove this condition here. Remove the condition here. Then next what? Having what? Counts are greater than 3. Having counts are greater than 3. Okay. Now, so tell me the execution, how it is executed. First, it goes to empty table and group the records based on what? Department wise. How many groups are created? How many groups are created? 3 groups. Because how many departments are there? 3. How many groups are created? 3 groups. Then, so 10th department is what? 1 group. 20 is 1 group. 30 is 1 group. So 3 groups are created. Then next, then what is next? It will apply what? Having clause. Having clause is applied on what? Having clause. Having clause is applied on. Usually, where conditions are applied on? Where conditions? Where conditions are applied on? Each row. It go to first row, check the where condition. Go to second row, check the where condition. Where conditions are applied on each row. Having condition is not applied on each row. Having condition is applied on each group. Each group. Sir, just once again. After group by, whatever is executed, that is not applied on rows, that is applied on groups. After group by, whatever is executed, that is executed on each group, not on each row. So now having is also applied on each group. It go to the first group. This is the first group. Then what it calculates? Count. Is count greater than 3? Counts are returns number of rows. How many rows? 3. Is count greater than 3? Condition false. Condition false. Selected or not selected? Not selected. Next, go to next group. And counts are calculates number of rows. How many rows? 5 rows. 5 greater than 3? Yes, condition true. Next, go to the next one. Next one. What are the counts are? Counts are is 6. Count greater than 3? Yes, condition true. So how many groups are selected? 2 groups. 20 and 30. 10 is selected or not selected? Not selected. So this group is selected and this group is selected. So it selects 2 groups. And from each group, what you are displaying? Select will display. From each group, we are displaying what? Department number and count. So what is the department number here? 10. What are the counts are? 5. It go to this group. Select department number 30. What are the counts are is 6. That's all. Understood? Then now. So let me run this query. Then it is selecting 20 and 30. 10 is not selected. Why 10 is not selected? Because 10th department count is not greater than 3. Okay, that. That's all. This is sir, okay now? Then in group by, one question which is most frequently asked in interviews, what is the difference between where and having? Okay, then because both are used for what? Both used for applying the conditions. Then what is the difference between these two, where and having clause? So where is what? One difference. One difference is like where rows, where selects specific rows, having selects specific groups, where selects specific rows, having selects specific groups. Okay, then after group by, you want to select specific groups, then having clause. Before group by, you want to select specific rows, where clause. And where conditions are applied, what? Where conditions are applied? Before group by. Having conditions are applied what? After group by. So conditions applied what? Before group by. And conditions applied what? Conditions applied after group by. So conditions applied before group by and conditions applied after group by. Okay, next. Next one. See, one easiest way to identify, one easiest method to identify for which conditions use where clause, for which conditions use having clause. Sir, in condition, if group function is there, then use in condition group function is there, then use having clause. If group function is not there, then use where clause. That's one easiest way. What are the group functions? Max, min, sum, average, count. That's all. If group function is there, use having clause. If group function is not there, use where clause. Then use where clause. Use where clause if condition doesn't contain group function. Next, use having clause. Use having clause if condition contains group function. Okay. This is the difference between what, where, and having. Like I give one query, you write this. Okay, then so like I'm asking, display what's the job wise number of employees where job equals to clerk comma manager and number of employees greater than 3. I want to find job wise number of employees. Not all the jobs, only clerk and manager. Even in clerk and manager also, number of employees should be greater than 3. You write it. You write it. You write, boss. I'm writing something like you try. Okay, now then. No. So tell me here what. Just 1 second. Select what. See, just to apply one by one. Okay, instead of trying for final query, just one by one. Try one by one. So what do you want? Job wise number of employees. Job wise counts are from EMP group by what job? Group by job. Then what this query gives? This query gives what? Job wise count. This query gives job wise count. Okay, na? Then this gives job wise count. But is not asking all the jobs. Is interested in only clerk and manager. Then only clerks, managers I want. Then where? Apply the where condition. Where what job in clerk comma manager. Then this will select only clerks and managers. This will select only clerks and managers. So clerks 4, managers 3. Clerk and manager. Then now, but even in clerk and manager also, what is the number of employees should be 3. Then what we have to write? Having what is that is counts are greater than 3. Counts are greater than 3. Okay. Then, sir, listen. How this query works? Just see this. First, it goes to the table. This is the table. This is the table. Just I'm taking only the name and job. This is the table. It goes to the table. 1 second. Then, so select what ename comma job from EMP. It goes to the table. So after going to the table, from table, which employees are selected? Only clerks and managers. So then it will select only what? Clerk and manager. So clerk is selected. Next one, manager is selected. So actual table contains how many rows? 14 rows. Then, so after applying the where condition, how many rows selected? 7 rows. Because there are 7 employees working as clerk, manager. So how many rows are sent to group by? How many rows are sent to group by? 7 rows. 7 rows are sent to group by. What group by will do? Group by will group the records. Group the records based on what? Job. Then clerk becomes one group. Manager becomes what? One group. Okay. Then, so clerk becomes what? One group. Manager becomes one group. Okay. Then, so from EMP, where job in what? Clerk comma manager. Okay. Then, so clerk becomes one group. Manager becomes one group. Okay, na? So this is, so clerk Smith and manager Jones and clerk Adams and James, like this. Okay. Now, so total how many groups are created? 2 groups. Actually, clerk is one group, manager is one group, 2 groups. And from each group, what it will do? Count. Counts are greater than 3. So this group counts are is greater than 3? No. This group counts are greater than 3? Yes. Condition what, sir? True. Selected. So what is selected? Only clerk is selected. Okay. Then let's see. Only clerk is selected. So clerk contains how many rows? 4 rows. Understood? Then first it goes to the table. From table, who are selected? Clerks and managers. How many employees? 7. How many rows are sent to group by? 7 rows. And group by will group. How many groups are created? 2 groups. One group is what? Clerk. One group is manager. It go to the first group, clerk group. Clerk group count greater than 3. Yes, condition true. Manager group count greater than 3. No, not selected. So it is selecting only clerk. That's all. In group by, one important is this where and having. Okay, then Next. Okay then. Now, so this is one example. Like in this, we are using both group by, where, and having. Okay, then. Sir, one question is asked like this. Okay, na? They given a table. What the table is? They given a table. What the table is? Persons table. In this persons table, they are storing each and every person details. Like we ever got what, sir? In India, we ever got Aadhaar. So that person details are stored here. Aadhaar number. Next one, name. Next one, gender. Next one, okay, age. Next one, city. Next one, like what, state, address, and city or village, then state. So name, gender, age, address, city, state. So they are storing each and every person details. We ever got Aadhaar card, that person details are stored in this table. So tell me, how many person details are stored in this table? Huh? How many persons? 130 crores. 130 plus crores. How many person details are stored in this table? 130 crores. India's, because each and everyone has got Aadhaar. So each and every person details are stored in this table. So Aadhaar number, name, gender, age, address, city, and what, state. Okay, then next. So this table is given to you. What the question is? The question is, find the states having, find what, sir? Southern states having more than 5 crore population. They're given a question like this. Find southern states having more than 5 crore population. First understand that. Understand the question. You want the states having more than what? 5 crore population. Okay, na? Then? Find southern states having more than 5 crore population. First, see, sir, 1 second. In this example, is asking job-wise number of employees. Then grouping is based on what? Job. State-wise population. Group by state. Group by state. How to calculate the population? Population. Population means number of persons. How to calculate number of persons? Count star. How to calculate the number of persons? Count star. Count star gives number of persons. Number of persons means population. So he's asking state-wise population. Listen first. So how to display the state-wise population? That query you know. What? State comma. What? Count star from persons. Next one. Group by what? State. So this calculates state-wise population. But this calculates all the states. This calculates what? All the states. But is not interested in all the states. Is interested in only southern states. And then what? Where state equal to southern. There is no southern state in India. Then what? State, what's that? In, state in. Then AP, TS, TN, okay, TN, KL, KA, okay. Okay, na? Then AP, TS, TN, KLK. So this gives only southern states. Now, which are sent to group by? Which are sent to group by? Only 5 southern states are sent to group by. How many rows? Don't say 5 rows. Sir, this is not person, but this is state. How many rows are sent to group by? Don't say 5 rows. How many states are sent to group by means 5 states data is sent to group by. But how many rows means AP. Suppose AP population is 6 crores. 6 crores. TS is 4 crores. 10. TN is 7 crores. 17. KL is what? 3 crores. 20. K is 5 crores. 25. How many rows are sent to group by? 25 crores rows are sent to group by. Sir, understood na? Okay na? Then how many rows are sent to group by? So, like how many states are sent to group by means 5 states. Then, but is asking what? In this, even in southern states also, is not interested in all the southern states, is interested in only the states having more than 5 crore population. Then having what? Having counts are greater than, don't write 5 CR because counts are will not give alphanumeric data. Counts are gives number. You have to write 5 crores only. Okay, then 500 lakhs. Understood na? Then, so what is this query gives? This query gives only the southern states having what? More than 5 crores. In real time, actually, Aadhaar database is there, no? Aadhaar database is there. They maintain the database. So this table contains what's that? 130 crores. You run this query. If you run this query, definitely this query takes 1 or 2 hours time to show the output. This query definitely takes what's that? 1 hour or 2 hours time to show the output. Why? Because you're not executing the query on table of 14, 15 rows. You're executing this query on table of what's that? 130 crores. It has to go through 130 crores, group the records based on state wise, select these states and group the records and check this condition. So definitely it takes 2 hours time to show the output. Okay na? Then okay, then Oh. So then I just given two examples. So like using both where clause and having clause. This is one example and this is one example. In both examples, we use it where clause and having clause. To select specific rows from the table, where clause. After group by, if you want to select specific groups, then use having clause. That's all. Next. Okay. Then if you see in all these examples, grouping is based on how many fields? In all these examples, bars, grouping is based on how many fields? One field. Grouping is based on how many fields? One field. First one, grouping is based on, first example, grouping is based on department number. Second example, grouping is based on job. Next example, grouping is based on year. Next one, month. Next one. Like, so in all these examples, grouping based on how many fields? One field. So we can also group the records based on two fields. We can also group the records based on three fields. So we can group records based on multiple fields. Suppose I'll say like, sir, in this example, you say group by state. Then what happens? In this example, group by state. What happens? Group by state. What happens? Huh? Grouping is based on what? State wise. AP becomes one group, TS becomes one group, TN becomes one group. Yes or no? Grouping is based on. Suppose I'll say state comma gender. State comma gender. If I say group by state comma gender means what happens is, so state becomes one group. Within group, within state, then male becomes what? One group. Female becomes what, sir? One group. In AP group, in AP, male becomes one group, female becomes one group. In TS, male becomes one group and female becomes what, sir? One group. So first grouping is based on what? State. And within the state, grouping is based on what? Gender. First grouping is based on state. Within the state, grouping is based on gender. Like suppose I'm asking, so display department wise and within department job wise total salary. I want to calculate total department wise within the department. What's it? Job wise. Listen, just listen this. For example, then like say select what? Department number. Next one, job salary from EMP, order by department number ascending. So this is the actual table, but I'm sorting the data based on department wise. Okay, na? So 10th department, just see this. 10th department. 10th department, okay, na? Clerk. How many clerks are there? 10th department. How many clerks are there? One clerk. What is the total salary paid to this clerk? 1300. 10th department clerk, 1300. So 10th department manager. How many managers are there? 10th department. How many managers are there? One manager. What is the total salary paid to the manager? 2450. Next one, presidents. How many presidents are there? One president. What is the total salary paid to the president? 5000. Next one, 20th. Okay, na? 20th. Then what? Then 20th. So like analyst. How many analysts are there? Two analysts. What is the total salary paid to the analyst? One is 3000, one is 3000. Then 6000. What is the total salary paid to the analyst is 6000. And clerks. How many clerks are there? Two clerks. This is one clerk. This is one clerk. What is the total? Clerk 1900. Okay, na? 1900. Next one. Manager. How many managers are there? One manager. What is the total salary paid to the manager is 2975. So 20 is completed. Next one. 30. 30. How many 30th? How many clerks? One clerk. What is the total salary paid to the clerk? 950. So clerks 950. Next one. Manager. How many managers are there? One manager. So what is the total salary? 2850. Because only one manager, no? 2850. Next one, salesman. How many salesmen are there? 3 plus 1. How many salesmen are there? 4 salesmen. What is the total salary paid to the salesman? What is the total salary? 1250 bars. 2500. 1500. 4000. 1600. 5600. What the total salary paid to the salesman is 5600. Okay. I want output to be like this. What do you want? What is this is department wise. Within the department, what's that? Job wise total salary. In 20 years, how much is spent to analyst? How much is spent to clerks? In 30 years, how much is spent to clerks? How much is spent to manager? So you want department wise, within the department, job wise total salary. Then in this example, grouping is based on how many fields? 2 fields. First grouping is based on what? Department. Within the department, grouping is based on job. Then how to write the query? You have to write query like this. Listen, see, select department number, job. Next one, sum of salary from EMP. Next one, group by what? Group by department number, comma, what's that? Job. So first grouping is based on what? Department. 10th department becomes one group. And within the department, grouping is based on job. So 20 becomes one group. In 20th, there are 2 analysts. The 2 analysts becomes one group. There are 2 clerks. The 2 clerk becomes what? One group. Now let me run this query. Then what is this query gives? So this query gives department wise, within the department, job wise. It is showing the output, but it's not sorted. Let us sort it. How to sort? Order by. It is giving the correct output, but it's not sorted. Then order by what? Order by department number ascending. Then so run this query. Then so first what's it? What? 10th department. So 10th department. Next one, 20th analyst 6000. 20th clerk 1900. 20th manager. Same output, na? Yes or no? 30th clerk 950. Manager 5000. Salesman 5600. Yes or no? Then once again, see, this 3 belongs to what? This 3 belongs to 10th department. This 3 belongs to 20. This 3 belongs to 30. I don't want to repeat these departments. I don't want to repeat the departments. I want to show the output exactly like this. Okay, na? I don't want to repeat the departments. Then you say break on what? Department number. You say break on the department number. After executing this command, listen, next execute this query. Execute the query, but before executing the query, execute this command, break on department number. Now, let's see the output. Then department number is repeated or not repeated? Not repeated. And one department to another department, I want to generate a gap. One department to another department, I want to generate what's that? Gap, one row gap. Okay, na? Then you write like this, break on department number, skip 1. Skip 1 means one row gap. Skip 2 means 2 rows gap is created. Okay, then so again run the same query. Now see that gap is generated or not? Yes. So what? Before executing the query, execute this command. What is that command? Break on department number, skip 1. Okay, then Okay. Then, so to show the output like this, to show the above, to show the above output, before executing the query, execute that command. What that command is? Break on department number, skip 1. Not after executing the query. Before executing the query, only execute this command. Okay. Okay, now. So this gives what's it like? Then I'll ask state wise, within state, gender wise. Then what state wise, within the state, gender wise. Then state comma gender comma. I want population. Then population. Then count star from persons. Group by what? State comma gender. Order by state. Order by state. So then first grouping is based on what? State. Within the state, grouping is based on gender. In AP becomes one group. Within AP, male becomes one group. Female becomes one group. Understood? Okay. So if I write like this, so here in the previous query, if I write group by job comma department number, then if I write like this, sir, previous one I am writing like this, group by department number comma job, then you'll get output like this. Then if I write like this, group by job comma department number, first grouping is based on job. Within job, grouping is based on department number. Means, can you guess output? You'll get output like this. Clerk, 10th department, total salary. Clerk, 20th, total salary. Clerks, 30th, total salary. Next one. Manager, 10th department, total salary. 20th, total salary. 30th, total salary. You'll get the output like this. So first grouping is based on job. Within the job, grouping is based on department number. Understood? Then, so difference. So first, if you give department number comma job, or job comma department number. Understood? Then, okay. Then, sir, what it this gives? So, like after completing 10th department, what user is asking is, user is asking to display subtotal. Listen, after completing 10th department, so user wanted to display subtotal. So tell me what is the subtotal here? After completing 10th department, show the subtotal 8750. After completing 20th, show the subtotal 10,875. 10,875. After completing 30th, show the subtotal 9,000 something. 9,000 something. Yes or no? So after completing 30th, show the subtotal. Finally, show the grand total. Show the what? Grand total. What the grand total means? All the salaries. Okay, na? Then after completing 10th department, show the subtotal. After completing 20th, show the subtotal. After completing 30th, show the subtotal. Finally, show the grand total. To show the subtotals and grand total, okay, na, in Oracle, so there are two functions given by Oracle to show the subtotals and grand total. One is what? Roll up. Another one is what, sir? Q. Roll up and Q. Oracle is given two functions to show the subtotals and grand total. One is roll up, one is what? Q. Roll up and Q. Purpose, like both functions are used to display what? Subtotals and grand total. Both functions are used to display subtotals and grand total. Okay, both are used to display subtotals and grand total, but there is a small difference between these two. Use it for same purpose, but there is a small difference. We'll see that. Then, how to use this? What the syntax is? Syntax is this: group by roll up, like column 1, comma column 2, so on. Like group by syntax Q, column 1, comma column 2, so on. So this is how to use roll up, how to use cube. That means roll up and cube is applied on what? Roll up and cube is applied on group by columns. They're applied on group by column. So these are the group by columns, and you apply this roll up and cube on group by columns. Then next, no. First we'll see roll up. Next we'll see cube. Next we'll see the difference. What is the difference between roll up and cube? Okay. Just listen this. Now, first I'll write the query. Okay, na? I'll write the query. You see the output, then I'll give the definition. To the same query, sir, query is same. To the same query, I use what? Roll up. So what this output is? This is without roll up and cube. Without roll up and cube, you'll get the output like this. Now, let's apply the roll up. How to apply the roll up? You have to apply the roll up like this. Then group by what? Roll up. Group by roll up. Department number, comma, job. So let's see the difference. So execute the query and see the outputs. What is 8750? 10th department subtotal. What is 10,875? 20th subtotal. What is 9,400? 30th subtotal. 29,025. Grand total. So what is this is? This is what? Department subtotals. And what is this is? Grand totals. So what roll up is displaying? Roll up is displaying subtotals and what's that? Grand total. Okay, na? That. I'll give that. I'll give the definition and I'll give the queries in the next class. Okay. You write it tomorrow. First, I'll give the definition. ఏది గూగుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ కోడ్ ఉందా? కోడ్, గూగుల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ కోడ్ నాట్ దేర్. టుమారో యు ఆస్క్. ఓకేనా? ఏది? గ్రూప్ బై విలేజ్. ప్రాక్టికల్ గా చెప్పాలి అంటే డేటా ఉండాలి, అంతే కదా? డేటా ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకొస్తాం? ఎవరిస్తారు? ఎవరి డేటా దాన్ని ఇక్కడనే చెప్తా, ఇక్కడ చెప్పండి.